What if I told you? There is a side of the moon that almost no human being has ever seen with their own eyes. A place that remained hidden from humanity for thousands of years. A landscape filled with giant craters, mysterious shadows, and complete silence. And despite all our technology, astronauts have never walked there. This is the dark side of the moon, a place surrounded by myths, secrets, and some very strange facts. But here's the biggest surprise. The dark side of the moon isn't actually dark at all. So why does everyone call it the dark side? And what exactly is hiding there? Tonight, we're going to travel to the most mysterious place orbiting our planet. First, let's clear up the biggest myth. The far side of the moon does receive sunlight. In fact, it gets just as much sunlight as the side we see from Earth. So why is it called the dark side? The answer lies in something called tidal locking. Billions of years ago, Earth's gravity slowly synchronized the moon's rotation. As a result, the moon rotates exactly once every time it orbits Earth. This means one side always faces us, and the other side remains permanently hidden. Not because it's dark, but because it was unknown. For thousands of years, humans looked up at the moon and only saw one face. The other half remained invisible. It was literally the unknown side of our closest neighbor. Everything changed in 1959. The Soviet spacecraft Luna 3 became the first mission to photograph the far side of the moon. Scientists waited nervously as blurry black and white images arrived back on Earth. What they saw shocked them. The hidden side looked completely different. The side facing Earth contains large dark plains called Maria. But the far side? It was covered with mountains, enormous craters, and rough terrain. Almost alien. It looked like an entirely different world. For centuries, humanity imagined that both sides of the moon were identical. They weren't. And suddenly, our nearest neighbor became much more mysterious. The far side contains one of the largest impact craters in the entire solar system, the South Pole Aitken Basin. This gigantic scar stretches nearly 2,500 kilometers. That's wider than many countries. Scientists believe a massive asteroid slammed into the moon billions of years ago, releasing unimaginable energy. The impact may have dug deep into the moon's interior. Some researchers think materials from the moon's mantle could still be exposed there, which means the far side may contain clues about how the moon itself was born, and perhaps even how Earth formed. Imagine standing inside a crater so enormous that you couldn't even see its edges. That is the scale of this hidden world. But perhaps the strangest thing about the far side isn't what you can see, it's what you can't hear. The moon blocks radio signals coming from Earth. No television broadcasts, no cell phone signals, no satellites, no internet, no human noise. The far side is one of the quietest places in the entire solar system. Scientists believe it may become the perfect location for future radio telescopes, because there, astronomers could listen to the universe without interference from Earth. Imagine hearing signals from distant galaxies, ancient stars, perhaps even unknown cosmic phenomena. The hidden side of the moon may become humanity's greatest observatory. Of course, whenever something remains hidden, people begin creating stories. Some believe alien bases exist there. Others claim secret governments have built hidden facilities. There are stories about strange structures, giant towers, and mysterious objects. But so far, no evidence supports these claims. Modern spacecraft from multiple countries have mapped the far side in incredible detail. And while the landscape is fascinating, no confirmed alien cities have been found. Yet the mystery continues, because humans are naturally curious about places they've never visited. And the far side remains one of the least explored regions close to Earth. For decades, no spacecraft landed there. The terrain was difficult. Communication was impossible because Earth couldn't directly contact a lander on the far side. Then, in 2019, history was made. China's Chang'e 4 mission successfully landed on the far side of the Moon. It became the first mission ever to achieve this. Scientists studied the soil, rocks, and environment. The mission revealed new details about the Moon's ancient history. It proved that the hidden side isn't just a scientific curiosity, it's a destination. And many countries now want to return, because the next great space race may not be Mars. It may be the far side of the Moon. NASA and other space agencies are planning future lunar missions. Scientists want to build observatories, study frozen water near the poles, and perhaps establish permanent lunar bases. The far side offers unique advantages: protection from Earth's radio noise, stable temperatures in some regions, and access to ancient geological records. One day, astronauts may live there. Future generations could watch Earth rise above the lunar horizon from a place no Apollo astronaut ever visited. Imagine standing on the far side, looking up into a sky filled with stars. No atmosphere, no sound, no blue planet overhead, only darkness and the endless universe. For thousands of years, the Moon watched over humanity. But humanity only knew half of its face. The other half remained hidden, silent, waiting. Today, satellites orbit above it. Robotic explorers travel across it. And soon, humans may finally walk there. The dark side of the Moon isn't dark, it isn't cursed, and it may not contain alien cities. But it does contain something equally powerful: mystery. Because even after landing on the Moon, even after all our technology, one truth remains: there are still places close to home that we barely understand. And perhaps, the greatest discoveries in space aren't always the farthest away. Sometimes, they've been right above us all along. If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden side of the Moon, subscribe for more mysteries of space, because the universe still has many secrets, and this is only the beginning.